Welcome back to the kitchen. Been an absolutely beautiful day down here on the south coast today. A beautiful sunshine. Sun's still rather low in the sky, but the spring birds are coming back. There's little blue tits flapping about in the garden, and I don't doubt there's other blue tits flapping around the nudist beach too. Disgusting. But got a little bit of a job on at the moment with this aging Philips 4307 tape recorder. This one has come in for repair because the sound on it was horribly distorted. And of course, as you can imagine, the mechanicals on it were completely shot, full up with melted gooey belts and so on. Well, getting rid of the gooey belts and all the rubber components and renewing those, it's a tedious, shitty job, but of course mechanical maladies can usually be sorted out. But the distorted amplifier was something else again. And I've been thinking about this a while now. There's a chap I know who actually does various bits on eBay, who's very knowledgeable indeed about these machines. And I've spoken to him as well, and he gave me a pointer in the right direction. But when I saw on the circuit diagram, which is usually folded up somewhere inside a Philips thing that's of this sort of vintage, that there were AC 187 and 188s in there, old germanium transistors, I immediately thought, oh, could be Tin Whiskers. Well, of course, Tin Whiskers it is, isn't it? Another thing that's wrong with this one is that the original VU gauge, which works only during recording, showing a recording level, was up the creek. The return spring for the needle had gone, and so broken, so of course the needle wouldn't swing back and forth anymore. So I managed to find a suitable looking replacement. It's not quite the same colours, but it is of a similar sort of vintage, and it goes the right way towards the right for louder. So all I'm waiting for now is the long belt for it, because I haven't got that particular belt. There's quite a long belt inside these that does the main function, if you like. Without it, it won't work at all properly. But I've managed to jerry rig a belt using a shorter belt, and well, see for yourself. Now, something else that made me think that this was a power amplifier problem rather than something completely up the chute was that when I tried playing this machine through an external amp, in this case the Philips N2407 hidden under there, everything worked. Believe it or not, it even recorded from the Philips N2407. So there was obviously nothing wrong with it except that the power amp had gone. And the cause was a little 187 transistor which lives somewhere around here, just inside. The readings, well, it either didn't read anything at all or it was thousands of ohms. So even with an AVO meter it still did funny things, so obviously that was the problem. And it just so happened that I had a 187 transistor, so I was able to do a transplant, and I think it might be a new one because it came over from the Czech Republic. And you know how it is behind the Iron Curtain. They tended to use this old kit for longer than we did, didn't they? But mind you, Philips made stuff with those transistors until the late 80s, I should think. So yeah, so at least we now have a working power amplifier, and hopefully its owner will be rather happy, because he hasn't had much luck with these reel-to-reels, shall I say. Oh dear, yes. Lady Fortune vomits on his eider down again, but not this time she hasn't. She's been made to clean it all up. So there. Anyway, my batteries are running low, so I must leave you and see you soon.